You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
When you're alive and you're kicking, the time you should be receiving all the good things you do, people just don't see. But when you're dead or you're dying, moments away from expiring, ask to see a copy of your eulogy. 'Cause when they're dead and they're gone, we just shed we crocodile tears. It's only then we remember all the things they did through the years. We show appreciation for their contribution when it means nothing to them. Stop this hypocrisy and just simply say amen. Amen. Kitchen, now we're sorry. Yes, we're so sorry. We wait till you're dead to buy out your records from Crosby. Kitchen, now we're sorry. Could never replace this loss. On life support is then we offer Trinity Cross. Never once treated as a true official, but we want to offer you step funeral. We wait till the grandmaster dead to put honors on his head. We so dread, always wait till we heroes dead to put a crown on the head. Mighty singer Francisco, undisputed king of Calypso, what we see today suffer the same fate. Some people still call him a Palladian, saying he's not true Trinbagonian. For his tune, would we wait until it's too late? When we heroes dead and they're gone, we then start on the PR. We play their songs for the whole day, can't hear it once when they are alive. It's we disrespect them, it's we reject them, it's we make them run away. Till the king of Calypso now lives in the USA. So Sparrow, we sorry. Yes, we so sorry that you're alive and your record's not selling out like Crosby. Sparrow, we sorry. Can't compensate for this loss. With we eyes closed, we should give you about 50 Trinity Cross. No one seems to care right now. You suffer and fighting a medical disorder. What we wait till the body dead to put honors on his head. We so dread, always wait till we heroes dead to put a crown on the head. His diplomatic passport to honor for his triumphs in sport. Yes, indeed, he carries the national flag. But mighty Shadow and Black Stalin, for years the same flag they waving, yet to come and go. Customs does dig up their bags. This is a real nasty the habit, you see, we practice in TNT. The same thing we did to Butler, CLR, James, and Simeoni. We bound to perish when we don't cherish the heroes of our nation and prove that a king or queen could be recognized in this land. Calypso Rose, we sorry. Yes, we so sorry that you're alive and there is no rush to buy out your CD. Rosie, we sorry. All you get is trophy and talk. So the queen of Calypso, she has to live in New York. No one seems to care right now. You suffer and fighting a battle with breast cancer. But we wait till Tanty Rose dead to put on us on our head. So tread, always wait till we heroes dead to put up on. I remember Lord Shorty, who had fame, woman, and money, changed his life for the glory of the Almighty. This great Rasta prophet Shorty was crucified, chastised mercilessly, left in poverty, yet stole it spiritually. But when he dead and he gone, the whole country had Shorty mania. They play his songs left, right, and center. Total devotion from the media. United Nations Ministry of Education now want to immortalize his song in history. How the man with the white powder must be laughing at all our we. Shorty, we sorry. Yes, we so sorry. Just like the God you love, you were crucified in your country. Shorty, we sorry. Now all is said and done. Where is the fortune that should have been left for all you children? No one seems to care right now. They suffer how they pay their bills or eat their supper. We wait till Shorty I dead to put a crown on his head. That's right. Tell them thanks, but your crown can't fit on top this Rasta man head. Don't wait till pretender dead to put a crown on his head. When Deborah and Bum are dead, you go see on my Sunday head. When Nato York and Latta be dead, see them waving black, white, and red. When the Giselle and Penny gone, only memories will live on.
Somebody help me. I'm looking for Jacka. Boy, I try to go around the country now. I don't know what to do again. Looking to buy a donkey to sell coconut in tongue. Can't afford to buy a pickup to tote me nuts around. So I gone up in the country looking for jackals to buy. But everybody I check, they keep on telling us. They say up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. Up here do a donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to see real donkey, aliment a plenty. If you want to find real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey with PhD, doctorate, law degree, donkey that dance for soul, don't know from head to toe, looking for a donkey. You want to find real donkey? Fat donkey, maga donkey, any kind you could get it. Oh, yeah. I went down south in Rancho and also Lopino. Fight of Mondo Nevo and Brasso Seco. They say it have a old man, he bound to have a few. But when I check the old man, he and all same too. He say up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to see real donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to find real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey with weave and rats, even bald head jackass, donkey that straight and gay, donkey that old and grey, looking for a donkey. You're looking for a donkey. You know shiny donkey, you know what black donkey, grey donkey. What you telling me about? Oh yeah, hey yeah, oh yeah. I wonder if Arena happened. They said that donkey looking like Saddam, and some looking like Madam. Long time had plenty donkey all over the country. You coulda buy 2 or 3, easy, easy, easy. But since it have a shortage of jackass, so they say, just wait until election when they come out to pray. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. Up here do a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you're looking for a donkey, Parliament are plenty. If you want to see real donkey, Parliament are plenty. Donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey for sowing day, donkey in suit and tie, who love the mama guy, drunk and corrupt donkey, that like to lie plenty, looking for a donkey. So you want to find real donkey in right road. Oh boy, you have to have national pride. Up in the red house now. They want back up there. I never go up there before. Boy, ask people now. Looking for a donkey. You're up and down the country. I feel like go check out my partner Ronnie, you know. The old donkey man, he must know where I could get some. Because they're looking to send me in prison or something, you know.
Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another. In times gone by, we used to share, together we'd make do. And if I draw a susu, what was mine was yours too. I know them days done pass and gone, and I know that life must carry on. But if I must join in with the pack, then I'm going back, I'm going back, yeah, yeah, back to the old time days, back to them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Yes, bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Bring it back, bring it back, just bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the dark triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM, and we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And as you know, folks, we originate here in the village. We don't imitate. It doesn't matter what planet you're from. If you're from Mazatonians, from Saturninians, from Veneranians, from Mazatanians, no matter what planet you're from. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. If you wear a white t-shirt, you wear a pink t-shirt, you wear a mauve t-shirt, you wear a burgundy t-shirt, an orange t-shirt. Doesn't matter what t-shirt you wear. You're welcome in the village with the Dat Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let me say a special welcome to the one and only, the Commissioner in Newark, Mr. Tommy E., Commissioner in Newark, Marshall Nisbet. Thomas, welcome.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
Today's a fantabulous day, Tommy.
Praise the Most High. Because
Yeah,
it's only he we have to thank for it, you know?
Full 100. I'm also going to Brooklyn today, go and make some groceries for my mother, you know, but good, you know what I mean? I had a
traffic. How was the traffic?
But you know something, Tommy? The traffic wasn't bad enough.
You're the second person I hear say that.
No, it wasn't bad at all. I was kind of surprised. I left there about, what time did I left there, boy? About 3:30. And I thought I would have get caught in a lot of traffic. But surprisingly, man, yeah, the traffic was moving fantabulously well. Let me put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it was, I couldn't complain.
I guess the school is out.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Let me say a special Bajan welcome to the one and only, the poet, the motivational speaker, Stormy, Diana, Storm, Benskin, Waveney, Greta, the Beige Gonian, Trin Beige Gonian, Benskin, Waveney, McDonald, the poet extraordinary, the motivational speaker extraordinary, Benskin.
Did you take your pill today, Ansel? You're kind of... So, Ansel, what if you're wearing a camouflage green jersey now?
Nah, you can't wear that in Trinidad.
But you say whatever color jersey you're wearing, you're welcome.
No, I say you can't wear that in Trinidad. I didn't say you're not welcome. I say you can't wear it in
the village is still welcome.
Huh?
In the village, you're good.
Yeah, you're good in the village, but in Trinidad is a different story. Yeah,
Okay.
I know if you're good in Trinidad, but in the village, you're good to go. Wow, you want to wear a camouflage outfit? Or?
But you know what? You know what I studied when I saw that? And they make him pull the pants down. I said, suppose he was wearing a camouflage drawers now. What would happen?
Yeah, we will play that one. You know,
What would
sometimes
happen,
things don't make sense, you know.
What would happen? Did they make him take that off too?
You know, it's funny, right? I have certain tights that I run in, right? And they are camouflage tights. They're different colors. So think about it, right? Think about like I didn't know the law and I was in Trinidad and I run with these camouflage tights. And police running me down. I wonder what would happen, boy. They would have think I running from them, right? Think about this, you know? Because
Exactly.
I
if they catch you, you're going home and you're going this.
Boy, you think it easy. But hear this now, as you say that, I sure I give this story. One time I was in Brooklyn doing some 100 meters on the street, right? When I lived in Brooklyn. And I was doing my 100 meters, running 100 meters, jogging back. And when I was doing one of the 100 meters, right, I take off and I run down the street. And on my way back, I see a police officer huffing and puffing and coming. I say, boy, like he running after somebody. When he get to me, he stop. He said, man, you fast. I said, okay. He said, I thought you was trying to do something. You know, I was running after you and I couldn't catch up. And I look at him and I say, well, I mean, you know, I didn't want to tell him. I mean, you know, I could tell you the reason why. You know,
You're profiling.
But the man was running after me, you know.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. A
So
white police officer to it.
He was on foot patrol. He didn't have
Yeah,
a
he was
gun.
on foot patrol. I know you didn't take out the gun and maybe thought it's a good thing I never television my show or something, and I'd be in big trouble.
You were profiled.
If you had a phone in your hand, you would have said you had a gun.
Boy, if Tommy correct is right, if I had a phone in my hand, you know, they'll say, boy, and I didn't turn around.
You were profiled, jogging while black.
Boy, I never forget that, boy. I said, why you running, doing my normal distance, you know. I run like a 6 mile, and when I come back, I just do like 5, 100 meters. I run 100 meters, I jog back, and I do it. And I'm like...
Well, I hope you don't get any echo from me. Stormy has eaten all my headsets. So I have to buy something.
No, we ain't getting no echo from you. Yeah. But
okay,
yeah, man, that was our experience, you know what I mean, in Brooklyn, you know. But at least the guy didn't, take before we get to the chat, right? Tommy's interesting and Dan, it's interesting, right?
Mm.
You see, some people, right, sometimes they don't know that they don't know.
Oh boy.
And if you tell them that they don't know, they don't want to know that they don't know. Even you're trying to help them in not knowing that they don't know what they're supposed to know, even if I tell them that they don't know. Right? So
I confuse.
Yeah. Let me break it down for you a little bit more, right? So I started a trend on Facebook. Yes, I started a trend on Facebook. Where's that? For the first time that a top athlete in masters running puts his workout on social media. Like I put my workout, I tell people what I do, right? I try to motivate other people. I don't hide what I do in order to make me successful, because there are other people my age who might be able to do it or might not be able to do it. So I figured that if I post my workouts, right, they will able to be motivated and inspire them for better tomorrow.
You can inspire them.
Yeah. It has some of them people in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me go solo here. Before we go to the chat. Let me go solo. It has some people in Trinidad and Tobago who never run a half-meter dash in their life. A half-meter dash. Let me make it simple. They never run a 1-meter dash in their life. Right? And they just comment on the post. And it's like, I'm like, something wrong with them people and them. It's like, I don't know why you're putting up that for. Who cares? Who want to know what you're doing? But the one person that's being motivated, I am so happy that I can motivate them, that person. You see, they can't motivate nobody. Right? They can't motivate nobody. A next person called me ugly, right? And when I put up a picture of her on social media, she ain't comment no more.
Oh boy.
Right? So she called me ugly, and I tell her, she thank you very kindly. I went to her social media page and put up her picture. And the talk done. The talk done.
My man.
But pot calling the kettle black. Listen, and that's them. It's like, keep you cool.
She did an ad hominem attack on you.
Yeah. Ad hominem attack. I am trying to motivate people, but you walking about who ugly and what is that? Why is that? Why is that called for? Why
that is ugly.
Yeah, why we have to sort of denigrate to the lowest of the low, right? In order to try to, I don't know, to try to prove your point. I tell she thank you very kindly, and I put up a picture of she. and the top one.
But let me make it worse now for her. You have motivated me. I gave up meat 2 months now, and I don't eat bread anymore, all that. And I've joined a gym. I have a personal trainer. So
And Diana, I never told you
nope,
that. I never told you to do that, right?
nope,
I never said to you, Diana, you need to do this.
nope.
Yeah,
Inspiration, and I'm
right.
feeling, and I'm like what they say in bad English. I was feeling mighty fine.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I part of me like to inspire people for a better tomorrow. So I feel that if I could put up my workouts on social media, and let me people say I have a big ego, right? No, I don't have a big ego, right? I drop the O and say I'm an example of a confident person. Let me repeat that. People say I have a big ego, ego, ego. I tell them I drop the O, and the EG is an example of a confident person, right? And that's what it is. That's basically what it is, right? It is what it is. You know, no, you do this, that. No,
And it
that's
cannot
not
be
what it
otherwise.
is. Huh?
And it would not be otherwise.
It wouldn't be otherwise. It wouldn't be otherwise,
Nope.
right? And sometimes I don't talk a lot about the things that I've done in track and field, in master's track and field, right? But every once in a while, and I started to tell a certain person, when you could go out there and establish one world record, come back and talk to me. Just one. And I've established 20. I've established 20 times in the history of this world. I was the first one to do something. So when you want to talk and you looking for relevance, you trying to be relevant, right? And just a month ago, Diana told me, I was shocked. I was named the USA Athlete of the Year in the age group 60 to 64. Shocked. I mean, I'm like,
You need to get some endorsements now.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell did I do for that? I don't remember. But they thought highly of me. And that's the most important thing.
We need Nike, Puma, Adidas, and them all to put some money by
No, you know what they're gonna give him an endorsement for? Voltaren.
What's that?
Something like Bengay.
Oh, no, but Diana told me, seriously, right? I have offered my services to go to Trinidad and do motivational speaking, right? All they have to do is to pay the expenses, right? They don't need to give me no money to come and speak. Pay the expenses. I will take the time off and I will come and I will go to every single school. I want to start in Laventille, in Mova Laventille. I go to every single school.
Me too.
School. I would do that in a heartbeat, But just, put me, pay to put me up, pick me up at the airport and yeah.
I want to go into children's homes.
Mm-hmm. Why they can't do
girls'
that?
home, children's homes, yeah.
Right? We can go and inspire these kids for a better tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
we can be very inspirational to these kids.
The way I see it, we have to sponsor ourselves.
Tommy, you're absolutely correct. You are right. You are absolutely right. I agree
it's
with
not,
you.
It's the message is not where you start out, where you can finish. You can have a strong finish, but this is the formula to get close to that strong finish.
Yeah.
And look, I'm a living example that you can finish strong. But they don't want to hear from we because we troublemakers and rebel rousers and wherever else,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we can't use a certain word begin with B, yeah? Okay, all right.
But listen to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some time ago, under the Patrick Mellon administration, I saw a fella by the name of Linford Christie. He was one of the UK's top sprinters at that point in time. And he was doing a camp in Peter Taylor's area, right? At that time, Peter Taylor was the MP for Murugo, I believe. And Peter Taylor was the Minister of Legal Affairs. And Linford Christie was being paid to do this camp, paid. He come from the UK, he's a black guy. He's being paid. And I said, man, that's a good thing. And I'm like, well, I from Laventille. right? How come the MP for Laventille can't do the same thing like how they're doing in Moruga, right? Because they pay for Christina, pay me now. And I'm saying that I sometimes I don't know, boy. I don't know.
Before we go any further, before I forget answer, our guest has indicated that they'll be a bit tardy because they're tied up in another meeting. So I may have to leave to go check the message that, see if they're coming at all. Right? So they on what time they'll be coming. But they've been on a long
so we can check the chat.
Yeah, so let's get to the chat, right? Of course, everyone knows that Nadia was first. Nadia was in first. She says good night, everyone.
Good night, Nadia.
Tommy, hi, good night.
Hey, Nads.
Dana Benskin, good night, love. Dana got some nice emojis there, but red and thing. Dana, what kind of top you have on there?
Huh?
What kind of top you have on there? Let me go solo to see that top, boy.
Where everybody? Why you want me all up in my Kool-Aid? It's a dress.
Oh, it's a
dress.
A
mini dress I'm wearing.
Let me move that.
I'm not gonna show little legs.
Okay. You have to look if you want us to see it.
If you want to see the legs, you gotta come to the Caribbean.
Okay, look at that mini dress. All right. Black and a kind of pink and some other color.
It's not pink, it's gray, it's tan. You don't know your colors, you're colorblind too.
Yeah, when you're from Chumaka, you don't know real colors, you know.
You don't know colors, that's right.
Of course. All right, so Nadia was first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's all kind of emergency. All kind of emojis. Nadia given. Nadia gained Ellis and Vonnie, Troy Smith.
I would say to leave me alone or he'll get you.
Yeah. Nadia says one love in the village. Takesha, welcome. Good night, the storm. Takesha getting some. What is that? Them is mauve, right? That color is mauve, right?
That's blue.
Purple. No, that's purple. Blue.
No, I was looking at the one before.
Oh, I thought I was colorblind. Okay.
I was looking at the computer, and the computer is delayed. Duh.
Oh, okay. All right. My mistake on your error. All right. Takesha give me some black emojis. Tommy get some blue. Gary get some yellow. Nadia, Lana, Rose, Carice, Marcia, Miss Kuva, John. Them get pink ones, boy. Takesha give Vonnie, Ellis, Rajvi, Ulrich, Hailey, Troy, Albert, Chris, Tropics. Yeah, but we didn't see Tropics in our right now. Where you been? Takesha say a pleasant good night to everyone in the village. No room for hate or negativity, just love in the village. Yeah. Love.
No doubt.
Takesha says too much bloodshed. It really need to stop. Why our country become a Western world? God, please put a hand.
You have no law, no proper law, so you're not gonna have any order.
Yeah. Takesha says put down the guns, peace and love, everyone. Time for everyone to come together and run. All those demons trying to take over the country. The devil is a liar in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
Takesha says I'm literally in tears typing those words. Stop the killing, please. I'm really begging. Bring back the love.
Do like me. I pray every day I wake up. Every day I wake up, I pray.
Yeah.
Every day.
The Satan have a hand in one in the land, according to.
Yeah. We had that one.
Gypsy.
People, we need to watch and understand what's going on. No one in authority seems to care. We need to come together. It's a force to reckon with. We are our own soldiers and fight this stand together. I saw the commissioner of police in a press conference today. Only government and opposition. Yeah, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. To be honest with you, Tommy and Diana.
Bring back Gary.
After listening man for 30 seconds, boy.
Bring back Gary.
I couldn't take it no more. Seriously. I just couldn't take it no more, man. I mean, there was no kind of pep to the press conference. You know what I mean? You're talking about things going on in the country, man. I know that's not his personality, and I'm not trying for him to be something that he's not. But maybe he needs a spokesperson to come out. Maybe he needs Sergeant Alexander. I mean, Superintendent Alexander. Bring Superintendent, all of Superintendent Alexander. We all have shortcomings, yeah? So bring him out. And Superintendent Alexander is a more vibrant kind of fella. You understand? A little more tougher kind of fella.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's young there. And to me, if you have a press conference in that thing, I realize you do some saying and you do some standing up too.
You send a message.
You know what I mean? Optics is everything, you know. Optics is everything.
Yeah.
And as we say, optics is everything, let me finish the chat here because I want to get your take on these optics. Yeah, optics is everything. Let me continue. Nadia says, Joan, I now reach home from working at 6:46. I know it was working in the morning, but girl, I can't make it in the morning. The girls have to work, so I just have to organize their breakfast and lunch. Tikisha, girl, things getting worse. Nobody cares about the people. Rennie Mohammed, welcome. Good evening, ladies. Love in the house. Wait now. Rennie just come in on his own. The ladies, it's love in the house.
Hey.
Ladies alone.
Hey, well, hey.
Yeah. Kapisa, welcome. Who is Aunt John? Aunt John.
She's new.
Welcome to the village, John.
Yeah, folks, we have a new person. I think Aunt John, I've never seen Aunt John before, but Aunt John, welcome. Good night and blessing and shalom.
Not Aunt John, it's Ken John.
No, but you have A&D John. What want me to do? You didn't see it?
And John, I see Ken. I was, A&D.
It's K-E-N.
You must have one further down. I am at 7:06 p.m. You might be later than me.
It's Ken John. Answer them. Look at it again.
No, it's the one said. Look at it on the screen. Aunt John.
No,
that might be Ken.
No, that's Ken.
Yeah, but it says Aunt John right there. Look. You see?
No, K-E-N.
Oh, K-E-N. You need to get your glasses. Something wrong with you. Now they're going to tell you can't read.
No, watch on the screen. It has a K and it have ANDJOHN on the screen. Look on the screen.
Let me look in.
It's on the screen.
I'm going back through the chat to see.
Let me look at it on the chat.
Because I only see a K-E-N.
What do you guys see on the screen?
I see right Ken now. John. Ken John.
Okay.
Ken John.
All right.
Ken John.
Let me start this. I'll get back to it. Don't worry about it. So, all right. Yeah, maybe it's showing up. That's the way it's showing up here. All right, Ken. My bad, Ken.
Ken John.
So,
I don't see no Ann.
Something is wrong with my thing. It says A&D John. Yeah, a lot of them. All right, Ken John, welcome.
Maybe
highly inside.
Maybe the font is
getting... trying to make a point about optics.
No. That's what I'm seeing on the screen. That's what I'm seeing on the screen. Albert, good evening. How are you going?
You better go your eye doctor.
Maybe the computer is
it has a Pegasus virus on it.
Judy, welcome. Judy.
Hey, Judy, welcome to the village.
Yeah. Albert Montano said to Keisha, my in-laws live Belmont, just a few yards from where Cipriani from Roslyn Lane was gunned down yesterday in front of the shop corner Norfolk and St. Margaret's Lane.
What is going on?
Yeah, preach Ken John, my heart beats for my beloved island. Ken John says, this place is in a serious mess. Need to fix now, Trinidad. Too much senseless killing and murders and robberies. What a shame Trinidad has come to. It's the truth, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it just seems that the people in authority ain't doing nothing.
Nope.
Well, let me don't say they ain't doing nothing. It doesn't.
What they're doing is not effective.
Right. There you go, Diana. It's not effective. Whatever they're doing is not effective enough in order to make a difference in what's going on. You know?
They're throwing They're throwing Grenadian athletes overboard, but ain't nobody trying to, make the place safe. I don't know. Priorities all messed up.
Yeah, what? Heidi says, Anselm, you're wearing leggings to run, chap. Like, what? Heidi, what are you talking about? Heidi, you ever see them tights? Them men that's running tights now? You know what's in tights? These short tights. You calling it leggings? No, boy, what's wrong with you? Leggings isn't leggings the long one there, huh?
Leggings is for ladies.
Yeah, but that's the long one, right?
They have short ones, they have long ones.
Okay. Men don't wear leggings.
At least wear both long and short spandex.
Yeah, correct is right. Yeah, so I don't know what planet Heidi on. Heidi come down to Earth, Oh God. Judy said Wall Street is bullets in this wrong. What? Albert, your son can't wear no camouflage in Trinidad, eh? Albert say my son have government camouflage, full wear and winter jacket also. He can't wear it in Trinidad.
You know what? It's what is frightening and what is at the same time it makes you go, is in certain particular areas that the violence is taking place. It's not everywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean that is real. You know what I mean?
But there was a robbery in Tobago today too. Yep, so many lowlands area.
Nobody got killed though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Albert Montano wants me to have more respect. Please have more respect for you. I don't know what disrespect.
Yes, tell him Albert. Let him know.
What Anselm, you had to watch it, and I would look up and give you a cut.
I'm telling you, boy, I watch Albert.
You get a cut tail if you keep it up, whatever you're doing wrong.
Yeah. Correct is right. I watch Albert, but wait now. Look what Keisha said. Imagine current went just now and everyone's shaking. Lord put a hand to stop this shooting. We all the religious people in the communities. You guys come in the area with police and hold prayer services. I don't know what is going on, 45 murders for the month of August.
Jeez, oh my God.
August even is just halfway.
Judy says should I have 2 boys for you to mentor? Absolutely, Judy, no problem at all. You know, it's funny, right? Well, it's not funny, right? But in my running academy, I have kids from all different backgrounds, and I mean, when some of the kids come the first day, they're very shy and they're very laid back, and and after about 3 weeks or 4 weeks of coming to Running Development Academy, you see these kids have a positive outlook on life, boy, because it's not just about running, it's about life skills too, and I try to impart life skills on them, in order that they could take forward with them years upon years upon years. And some of the same words you guys hear me using is some of the same words I use with those kids. And you could see that after about a month of hearing those words over and over, now them kids using splendiferous and fantabulous and marvelicious and tremendiferous. And when I ask them how they're doing, the first day they come, I say, how you doing? They say, are you doing okay? I said, no. When you come to Running Development Academy and I ask how you're doing, you have to be doing excellent. You understand? Because you have to tell yourself you're doing good in order for yourself to tell yourself you're doing good. Doing excellent then. But if you tell yourself you're doing good, then yourself go tell yourself you're doing good.
Oh, Lord. I'm so confused here. Jeez.
You know what I mean? But it's so enjoyable. Albert Montano says, Judy, in 1987, as a counselor for Val St. Joseph, I wrote the commissioner of police and the residents at a meeting to control crimes. It lasted for 5 years and I migrated and everything stopped. Judy says, well, they're showing their care because of two businesses that got murdered this weekend. They're
Mm.
speaking out now. However, they're blaming on gangs, but it runs deeper than just the gangs. It's higher for hits. You see, that's part of the problem to it, in that, you know, we put in our band-aid on our sore.
Mm.
We put in our band-aid on our sore, and it's just not the gangs alone. Where are they getting all those high-powered rifles from?
That's what I want to know.
Where are all those guns coming from?
What I want
I
to know.
mean, we have to ask ourselves that question. Where are all these guns coming from?
And the borders, any southern borders, they have it better control now, or they sneaking in somewhere else now and bringing them in.
I don't know. And for some reason, I feel that Ali says I'm blind. What I'm blind for?
So you're not the word. It's not. It ain't no and.
Okay. All right.
See, you better go to the eye doctor.
Yeah. All right. So Judy says, what? Knows Jacob was coached to say that pressure conferences. However, it was because of two businessmen that bring him out to speak. One of the 1% was murdered. Okay. One of the 1%. At least say we know what's going on. Government failure for 60 years.
Wow.
Woo.
You see, it's a democracy, quote unquote. So if the government fail, the people fail.
Yeah. Well, if the government fail, many people accept the government failures.
So the people, since it's a democracy, the people have failed. I don't know if they can see the logic in what I'm saying, but they can think about it. Because you had to look at the man in the mirror.
But you see, now, you see, so Kapisa says, let's call it why in PNM areas and Afro-Trini killing each other by violent methods. All right. You see, if we want to look at the thing from a holistic perspective, right? There are certain things happen in certain neighborhoods, right? The killings in these neighborhoods, right, is unacceptable. But then there are other things going on in certain neighborhoods, like, you know, with respect to drugs, with respect to the stealing of cars. So, you know, we want to look at it from one perspective. And to me, we have to look at it from an overall perspective. The first thing we have to start to do is to stem the tides of guns coming into Trinidad and Tobago, right? Because we have some of them people who's supposed to protect and serve, right? They're protecting and serving the wrong people, right? That's part of the problem. How all these guns end up in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, somebody getting a kickback to look the other way when a barrel comes in laden with these thing, when a shipment comes in, somebody palm getting greased inside there, and so it continues.
I believe in the barrel is a minuscule amount of arms that may slip through barrels. I believe the majority is coming across that border, that southern border.
So,
you mean when he's real?
Correct.
The waters?
Yeah. Hailey says the people think the government own them and not the people own the government, right? Lack of education.
This is what I'm talking about. We have to mature politically as a society.
No, you know, I don't understand these. I don't understand this in Okapisa. Why PNM a black party in 7 years and stop the guns? I mean, I don't get that. What is a black party to do with stopping guns?
What is the theme song? We like you so.
But you know, at the end of the day, PNM is not a black party.
Yeah, that's what they say.
When we really think about it, people, if they keep looking at things in the wrong way, they will never get the right solution.
What do you think they mean when they say PNM is a black party? Or most of the blacks just vote for them, right? That's what they say. That's what it's think when they
That's
say
what
that.
they probably implying.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not that the black people just benefit from the PNM. They're just talking about who voting. But so in reverse, what could we say about the UNC? The UNC is an Indian party, right?
I don't know.
Because most of the Indians, if you want to say that most of the black people vote for the PNM, okay, fine. Let me say that's accurate. And it's a black party. Then the UNC is an Indian party because most of the Indian votes for the UNC. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me.
We have to face reality, you know, that the people are divided along ethnic lines.
Yeah, and that's what causes. That's one of the big problems that we have in Trinidad and Tobago.
Except the party are Trinidad and Tobago parties, because when you look at who the representatives are, you would see that it's not all African in one party and not all Indian in one party. Yes, the majority of one party may be one ethnic group versus the other, but for the most part, there's a balance, especially in the PNM.
But you know what I have a problem with? In 19, forgive me, my brain is somewhere else right now. 96, when we got independence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they gain independence for Indians and Africans?
For Trinidad and Tobago.
For Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't understand where this is an Indian party. There's a it's just
because whoever's in governance, they're governing for all the people, not for one ethnic group versus the other.
Yeah, you should be governing for Trinbagonians.
Yes, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
now think about it, right? Think about it, right? Let's say the PNM is a black party. Let's say that, right? Let's say that. So if I'm a black party, I'm supposed to take care of all the black people, right?
Correct.
Right?
If you truly are.
Right, if you truly are. And we know for a fact that is not what happens in Trinidad and Tobago. We know that for a fact. We don't even have to ask that question. We know that.
Because at the end of the day, you can say one or two or specific ethnic groups fare well regardless of who is in governance.
Hmm. Yeah, because if I'm considered to be one thing, now Judy says, yeah, highly, I agree with you, you know. Every time we talk politics, we have to mention Indian and African. It's really discouraging.
Trinidad, yes, one country.
Listen, it's just very discouraging that every time PNM is a black party. The only time I just start to talk about with respect to party is when I may get a comment in the chat or somebody may say something. But I very rarely come here and talk about PNM as being a black party or UNC as being an Indian party. Because at the end of the day, what does that do for the people of Trinidad and Tobago?
Nothing.
What does that do?
Them sufferers and create distraction.
Right, them sufferers and them, does that put food on their table? Them sufferers and them? Eh?
Nope, there's nothing but distractions when it comes to what matters.
But stick and stay. We're going to go for a quick station identification. When we come back, I'm going to address Judy.
Let me see where our guest is. I'll be right back.
Judy's going to tell us. Judy has a comment that I want to address when we come back. Of course, folks, it's In the Village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This song is specially dedicated to all my fellow Trinidadians. Trinidad has radiance, Trinidad is nice. When come to the heroes, we got to think twice. We got to learn how to bridge the gap, because there are people make us powerful on the map. The way we treat we heroes with scorn, and also wish they were never born. In other countries I realize their heroes are the ones whom they idolize. Jamaica buried the name of Mali to sing praise to their hero. But in my country we deliberately push the heroes below. Then we admire foreign culture, we treat nowhere so low. We ought to know we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. Bang, bang, ba-ba-da-ba-dum, bang, bang, bang. Being a rich country, that isn't all. My people convince me they're not patriotic at all. When they see their heroes, some will suck their teeth and depreciate them all along the streets. Spree Simon died in poverty, yet we never had a state funeral for him. Although he was founder of man, yet my nation didn't show appreciation. Stevie Wonder the demonstrator for the late Martin Luther, and Jubal Butler he fought for labor. We watch him die the pauper. Then we admire foreign culture, we treat proper so low. We ought to know we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. Ba ba la ba dang bang bang ba dang ba dang bang bang. People like Crawford, Noel and Penny, regardless to what, we must show sincerity. They have played their part, evidence is shown. Being a dot on the map, they made Trinidad well known. It's done differently in other countries, where the state provides facilities for their families. Their contributions we quickly forget, only because we love we heroes as yet. Brazil, Tonico, they mash Romeo for Socrates and Zico. But in my country, Chinapu and Sammy was never treated so. Italy praise Rossi, but in my country, you would call him a weirdo. We ought to know we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 no. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. We try to destroy power. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. Although we promote carry we shouldn't treat our heroes so. Don't listen, shorty, murder. We shouldn't treat our heroes so. We don't forget murder so. We shouldn't treat our heroes. We shouldn't. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so. No, 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 we shouldn't treat our heroes so.
Can't take that. When they won't stop all this humiliation, I can't take that. Pick up in the every morning, more frustration. I can't take that. No, ain't taking that. So ain't taking that. Ain't taking that. So ain't taking that.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
What is something in you?
You know,
we are back with you. It's in the village with the dark triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Go ahead, Tommy.
I'm glad, for one thing, that we do our best to edify our listeners and viewers, because all we need people to do is think, and if they think, they would behave and act differently. Mm-hmm. That's all we would like for them to do. This is not about this party and that party and the other party. It's about our country, our nation. Mm-hmm. It's about a better quality of life, a better standard of living, feeling safe, feeling confident that we're doing the right thing and we're getting the right results.
That we have good health care, as an example. We have good health care that even if it's a minister, you don't have to fly out the country to get health care. You could stay right at home and get the best health care.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, yes, people say, you know, in Trinidad and Tobago, you have free health care. Yeah, it's true. But you know, there's go ahead, Tommy.
But what about the attitude of the caregivers? What about the conditions of the facility? What about the equipment that's needed for them to do their job in the right way? What about all these implements? That's all it is. We need people to think. We need people to be responsible.
Want them to exercise their psychic muscle, their conscience when they vote in the next election. You know,
and on a day-to-day basis, just think. Just think. That's all.
You know, but Tommy and Diana, how many people read the party's manifesto before they go to vote for them?
I'm sure 1%, not even 1%, probably reads the manifesto.
Is it easily available?
Oh yeah. It's available.
Okay, well.
It's available. How many of
them? Now it's online too, no?
Yeah. It's online. How many of them read it? How many of them read the manifesto?
I wanted to inform you, Anselm. I just heard the young lady will not be able to make it. She's also a counselor, and she had an emergency. She was tied up with interviews all day, and she's a counselor, so she had to go attend to this emergency wherever it is.
She's a counselor? I don't understand.
She's also a counselor. That's what I was told.
A counselor for who?
I don't know. They just said she's a counselor also. Huh?
Meaning a district counselor, no?
I don't know.
Wait, no. If he's a counselor, you're affiliated with a party.
The information was brief. She's also a counselor.
Fine.
So
it's fine. Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's just, to me, certain things, right, and let me tell you something. If I was Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you see that $500 million spent on the Red House, I wasn't spending that on that Red House. That $500 million, right? The Port of Spain General Hospital, it's my understanding they were supposed to be having a new Port of Spain General Hospital, but that run into problems too, right? I would have take that $500 million and put that in Port of Spain General Hospital. So not only
that too, Anselm. If they need a new location, find a new location and build a new building,
Yeah, all right. if you want to, right, we go build a new one. Right? Because what is the sense? I have a new warehouse. You could go and look and watch. Somebody's getting feedback. And
I'll mute my mic. See if it's me. I doubt it's me, but I'll mute my mic.
No, Tommy, it's not you. It was Diana. Yeah, Tommy. But you see, I think, yeah, Tommy, I think it's you.
Okay, I'll put on my headset.
Yeah. So I think that if people are arguing about something like that, that's for country, you know. It doesn't matter which party is in power. This is country. And if that party should lose power, the Port of Spain General Hospital is still there, you know. It's not like if you lose power, the party taking the Port of Spain General Hospital with them. But I mean, why we not fighting for that for the country?
Yep.
We've no, look at the other thing, right? Let me find this one here. Okay, let me go over it. You know what? It's like this happened in 2019, right? Let me get this here. This happened in 2019. Look at this here. Right? So the headline was Cops Quiz MP Lee. Right? Let me read the article. Let me get the article so I can read it. So what this situation is a situation back in 2019 with a car, a Mercedes-Benz that was bought and it cost $2.3 million. And some people were saying that it's alleged that the MP, he got 1.4 million tax exemption and it benefited a UNC financer, right? So the Mercedes was 2.3 million. They had a 1.4 million tax exemption and the car benefited a UNC financer. Right? This was back in 2019, right? But this is something that all MPs do. This is not just him doing it. This is what all of them do. All of them get as a perk. This is a perk for all of them, right?
But did they abuse it? That's the other thing.
But Tommy, I think they could get a new car every 2 years. Every 2 years, them fellas get a new car.
Do they abuse it, or do they use it reasonably?
I mean, in this situation, it's my understanding that he never drove the car, right? That's what it. But Tommy, as an MP, you need a Mercedes-Benz to drive around to go and see your constituents.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? You need a Mercedes-Benz?
That's a $10,000 question.
You need a Mercedes-Benz to go and see your constituents? What do you mean?
The same place the Mercedes-Benz gets to, I'm sure a Wetman or Tita or whatever you call it would get there also. Of course, they believe that they're supposed to drive the best according to the standards that are being set. But
no, Tommy and Diana, I don't have a problem if that is the perks that when you become an MP or minister, you get to know. It is incumbent on the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to tell the government that, or they have to change that. So they have to change something in the constitution, right? Because if I'm an MP, you think I want them to change it when I become an MP? Nah.
Nope.
And every 2 years you want to get a new car, right?
Of course, because not only that, Tony, what they should do is that you should have to hold that car for at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't hold it for 5 years, you have to pay back all them taxes if you're going to sell it.
Yep.
Pay back every cent. The taxpayers' money, you should pay back every penny of that.
especially since you're buying top of the line cars.
Yes, and it was only
But,
top of the line cars and fellas as buy. And you
but
hold it for
why,
2 years.
why is
And
that? Why is that? I don't know. That creates that gap that I talk about often. The top 1% in the country, they're getting a lot of perks. Where while the regular Joe Schmo, yeah, you might get some if you're returning home, but you're struggling and you still can't get no perks. So they gotta really revisit the Constitution. Something wrong. Something really wrong.
no, they have to. But you see, this is issues for the country,
Hmm.
This is not an issue for UNC or PNM, This is a country issue,
Yep.
Because whichever party in power, them fellas buying Mercedes, buying Porsche, buying BMW, buying Range Rover, whatever it is, And
But
listen,
that's not all. They're buying up all the land and building all these monstrous buildings as soon as they get into power.
You don't care about the regular Joe Schmo. And then, over the weekend where we saw what's her name? Paula May Weeks dancing. All right. What were they celebrating? What were they that what was she what festival was she at?
no, that was a 60th Jubilee celebration.
Okay, fine. Fine.
I don't have a
60
problem with that though.
No, I don't have a problem with it. But while you have women in the country, and I'm speaking on this precisely, yeah? I know they have men too. Yeah, women in the country cannot get their children's book list filled, and you partying, you dancing up a storm.
No,
You
but
know?
Diana, I think you're being unfair though.
Oh, am I being unfair?
I think that is the first time since she has been president.
I'm Slim.
Everyone have seen her in public with
Hip hip hooray, ray, ray.
acting like that.
You saw.
Yeah,
Well, that's your opinion. Hip hip hooray, ray, ray.
but
You
it's
saw her in
once.
public
You mean
when she
one
went.
time? You mean one time? She get over of herself. You will criticize she for one time. One time. That's all it
Okay,
takes.
Anselm. Well, let me make my point now. You have women in the country don't feel safe. People look at the murder rate. Somebody said how many people done get killed already and thing. And people can't get the insurance book list filled, the uniform. And she jolly go lucky and she dancing.
Nah,
Let me finish. You might disagree.
no, that's an unfair
That is
criticism.
your opinion.
No, but that's
Okay, well, I'm
unfair.
unfair.
But you mean to say the one time, have you ever seen her with those same behavior previously?
I am not talking about her behavior. I'm not talking about her dancing. She have every right to celebrate the Jubilee. However, against the backdrop of so much poverty, so many people trying to make ends meet, and she's dancing.
Well, I don't
Antoinette to me. Let me take.
I don't think it's the same analogy.
I don't get that at all. I don't get that. I mean
but
that
I couldn't dance. I couldn't dance and be jolly. Let me finish now. Yeah, I hear you all. I would attend the celebration. I would show my face in a ceremonial way, but I wouldn't be, jolly like that. And knowing my women folk cannot make ends meet. I couldn't dance, and knowing that people still are feeling the hunger pangs. The cost of living going up in Trinidad and Tobago. How many people getting sent home? You can't get water, the roads falling apart, and you're dancing against the backdrop of all these things going on. Yeah, show your face ceremonially. I would be solemn because I'm in solidarity with those people, for lack of a better word, my servants that are suffering, and I would show solidarity that way. That's just Diana.
To add to what you're talking about, I was thinking about the fact that the finance minister was boasting recently about the fortunes that are being received from the additional revenues from the petrochemical sector. And I was saying, immediately following that, we should be hearing programs to alleviate some of the issues that are plaguing the country, since the money is coming in. We're not hearing that. What are they targeting that money to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's to pay them. That's to pay off debts that they owe.
Yes,
That's
but
what it is.
yeah, but what?
And answer in the backdrop of these young men that was murdered by the police, shot in the back, in the backdrop of people getting gunned down in the streets. I mean, I would do my ceremonial duty as president, but I'm not gonna be. I'm not. I would show a solemnness. I am, I'm with my people. My women are hurting. My children are hungry. People are getting sent home. People still can't make their bills meet. I cannot go as a president and be, dancing. I can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't dance.
Answer just to follow up on the paying off the debts. No, the debts are going to be paid whether you make money or you don't make money, or you make what you were making before you didn't. You're telling me that they have to pay it all off at once, or they can pay.
No, they want to pay them. They want to pay them the debt as much as possible because they want to owe less people. They rather take that money and pay them the debt than maybe put it in social programs. I mean, that's just what it looks like to me.
Okay, so wait now. So you're paying down your debt. So the BBB minus rating that S&P gave them.
So your economy can improve.
So okay, and your economy improving for who?
For the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
How are they doing that?
Country.
How are they doing that? How are they doing that? I want to know. How are they doing it? What are they doing? What social programs you have in place? They come. Wait a minute. Let me finish. Wait, answer me. You always call me a critical thinker. I'm not argumentative. I've come off that string. What it is, right? You have Dolly. Let me come on camera. I was doing something else here. You have what's her name? The Minister of Education, Dolly Gatsby, saying they're going to digitalize the educational system, right? Something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, people.
Okay. No, you're right. Digitize.
You want to digitalize.
Yeah.
You're going to digitalize the education system with a whole heap of people don't have access to digitalization. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? How are you digitalizing the educational?
You mean you don't have access to computers and internet?
So if you don't have access to computers and internet, how are you going to get access to the digitalizing the world?
I just want to be sure that what you're saying, that they don't have access to computers.
How are you gonna get access to the work then? If you're off the grid, if you gotta work, it's just like they pulling. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
But I think it's shift the goalpost going on.
How it shift the goalpost?
I think it's shift the goalpost from the president dancing to digitizing. I think those are two different things.
Well, yeah, but the 2 points I'm making, 2 points I'm making, but I wanted to, show them that, you're talking about the president, she dancing and having a good time.
You felt she just sit on and cool herself. I
admit, this is me. I would go solemnly. I would do my ceremonial duty as president, but I ain't happy, jolly. People catching the and still. Yeah. What I want to know. What is her position?
A little dance go change people catching in there.
No, it ain't gonna change people. What is her position? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What is her position as president? Is she just a showpiece, a ceremonial piece, or is she a voice for
most people think she's a ceremonial president.
So what are you doing as president of Trinidad and Tobago?
What could she really do? Could she have an impact? Really do? But remember, Justice Carmona told us what he used to do when he was president. Right?
Now you understand my question.
He used to do certain things when he was president. Now we don't know if she is doing some things similar or some things as well, because we don't know. But if a person that has been basically sitting on the sidelines, so to speak, comes out and shows a different side of them, I'm not looking at that person. Okay. She finally showing like she's human. All right. So that's not bad, right? But if every time she goes out, she did that behavior, then I would have said, nah, something wrong. But one time, just once.
I don't.
No, but just once, all it takes is for her to do that once. That's
I
not her normal
still don't
behavior.
agree. I still don't agree, especially your women folk. You need to show solidarity with them, because those who want balling out more for help. They're the one, because I said, and it's been proven that the service industries across the globe were the ones mostly affected by this pandemic, and the service industries employed more women. So wherever women suffered, children suffered. I'm an advocate for women and children. I can't get up and dance, and my women suffering and the children suffering. No.
I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in here. Anytime you consider it, somebody suffering more than you, just like the song say.
Yeah.
But how?
Somebody suffering more than you. When you think you're suffering, somebody suffering more than you. Yeah.
But here's what I sent a video to you earlier on, either yesterday or today or something, with this Jamaican talking about life in Trinidad versus Jamaica.
Oh, I didn't see that one in Tommy. Send it again.
I think I saw it, and
where was it, in the chat or
in our chat? No.
The three of us?
No. I sent it to WZYE.
Oh, the dark triplets.
Yeah.
I'll look and see if I see it.
And the Jamaican was basically talking about how much better things are in Trinidad and Jamaica, and that she enjoys coming to Trinidad because of all the reasons that life is so much better in Trinidad. You remember that, Diana?
I think I may have skimmed over it, because so many things, and then I have other things going on, And let me tell you, my phone company is yelling at me because all my data is being used up. So I have to, when I go in, and if it doesn't seem, I may delete it. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'll go back and see. So many things.
Let me get back to this real quick. We was talking about. Let me just get back to this real quick so we could put our closure to this one. We was talking about this one, right? And so there's an article that says Deputy Political Leader of the United National Conference, David Lee, has been questioned by police in connection with the purchase of a $2.3 million Mercedes-Benz, and whether the $1.4 million in tax exemption derived may have benefited a party financer. Lee, who is also point-of-peer member of Parliament, was questioned by detectives of the Financial Investigation Branch of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service last week, Monday, in connection with the purchase of a Mercedes-Benz AMG G63, valued at $2.3 million. The interview took place at the FIB's waterfront office, Rising Road, Port of Spain. The Sunday Express understands the investigation surrounding Lee involves his parliamentary privilege of exemption from paying taxes on the purchase of a vehicle. Lee was granted exemptions in the sum of $1.4 million for the purchase of the Benz. That exemption was granted on May 23, 2019. You see, 3 years ago, and included $293,000 in value-added tax, $298,000 in motor vehicle tax, and $824,000 customs duty. The police probe is determined whether Lee used the exemption to benefit a South-based businessman and U.S. financer, and whether Lee was ever in possession of the vehicle. The businessman, who is also a licensed firearms dealer, is expected back in the country later this week, when he will be interviewed by police. All members of Parliament are exempt from paying motor vehicle tax, VAT, and custom duties on new or used vehicles imported every 2 years under the Salary Reviews Commission. However, the vehicle is not to be sold during the 2-year period, or half of the taxes are to be repaid. You see, Tommy?
2 years.
You know what they need to do, Tommy? 2 years.
5 years, right?
5 years. 5 years. All you're in Trinidad and Tobago, All you're supposed to be fighting for that. All you're supposed to be marching up and down the country, telling them that we want you to buy it. You have 5 years. If you sell it back before 5 years, you have to pay every penny that was afforded to you. Any exemption that was afforded to you, every penny you had to pay it back. Watch and you will see the difference. Watch and you will see. Watch. Them is things we should be fighting for. Not he alone, but all of them. But he, in this situation, get $1.4 million exemption that was going to the coffers of the taxpayers, for the taxpayers to help with roads, to help with drains, to help with war, all kind of things. All right? And I'm going to have in Parliament, 41 of them, right?
Yeah.
Imagine, Tommy, if 41 of them get $1 million exemption every 2 years, that's $41 million.
Exactly.
$41
Exactly.
million. And some of them is more because he was 1.4. You know, and why we don't fight for that? That's for country.
No, listen, our focus is not on that. Our focus is who's UNC and who's PNM.
Who's UNC and who's PNM? As you say that, hear this one now. I don't understand this one. Hold on. Here is this one. Oh God, I should have started that. No, I didn't start. Hold on. I want to come back to this one here. Tommy and Diana, I'm going to need all your help here. Oh, look at on the screen. Capiza says, answer me thinking like a PNM. Tommy?
Not a Chunbegonia, at PNM.
How does a PNM think, Tommy and Diana? I don't know. How does a PNM think?
Not like a Bajan.
No, but how does a PNM?
I don't know.
How does a PNM think?
Remember, I've never voted in Trinidad and Tobago.
No,
I don't know.
You could have an idea. I want to know how a PN. I'm thinking like a PN. What does a PNM think like?
No, you're not gonna like my response.
So let me help Capiza. I thinking like a PNM, but I fighting the PNM for an abandoned building in Chumaka, Clavantil. I thinking like a PNM. I thinking like a PNM, but I fighting for them to paint 3 buildings in Chumaka, Clavantil. But I thinking like a PNM. I thinking like a PNM, and I'm fighting to get the Laventil to Wall Street Empowerment Center on Duncan Street, Port of Spain, in the abandoned building that's been sitting there for over 30 years now. But I thinking like a PNM. I want to put Sports Development Academy in Trinidad and Tobago to help athletes in Trinidad and Tobago with scholarships and everything. But I thinking like a PNM.
Because only PNM does do athletics.
Yeah, Capiza, make it make sense now, brother. You know, sometimes I don't know, like you just give somebody else your phone to type, you know. I don't know. I'm just wondering sometimes. Like you just give somebody else your phone and tell them, type that. I'm going to type it in. You look at it and say, all right, just send it. You got to make it make sense, man. Right? If someone says Capiza is thinking like a UNC, what does that mean?
Oh boy.
If someone says you're thinking like a PDP, what does that mean? If someone says you're thinking like a NTA, what does that mean? If someone says, Hailey, I'm going to tell you right now, you see, Hailey, you thinking like a Pepper, you thinking like a PDP. I mean, Hailey, you're thinking like a PDP. I don't know what PDP does think. So, you know, it's like, it's only one set of people there, and all of them just think the same.
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't know sometimes, but I really don't know. Anyway, Judy says, politicians are true bandits. Citizens are brainwashed to believe them. I don't vote only when I see a true world leader for peace and harmony in this world. Yes, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah. And
yes, Judy.
Yeah, Judy says, Capiza says, hey, what? Capiza says, I say no perks. Capiza, I think they deserve perks. I think they deserve perks. I don't think no perks is reasonable. I really don't think so. Right? However, right? The Constitution needs to be changed. You can buy a car every 2 years. Because think about this, right? Selling power, say it's 5 years. The first 2 years I buy one, right? The second 2 years I buy the next one, right? And what about if during the 5th year you buy the next one? What? So you had to wait till another year, even though you're out of power, before you could sell that one, right? I mean, it just not making sense, and the people have to stand up and tell the government it's not making sense.
You know, there was a time when the cars weren't as reliable, and I could see after 2 years you will be running into problems with the car. But based on the type of cars that are being made now, they should have made an adjustment to that law.
Tommy, them fellas was always buying Prados and all kind of things. Them cars just last long, boy. Some of them cars just drive till 250,000 miles. Well, in Trinidad, that's kilometers. 250,000 miles. We don't be arguing for that.
But wait, you mean in Trinidad and Tobago, the car driving 250,000 miles?
Well, you know, it's kilometers in Trinidad. So
on what roads?
Nah, man, it's cars with plenty miles. Them foreign used cars, but you already have 150,000 miles on it.
Yeah, and your chassis falling down, and your engine block rickety, and your catalytic converter coming loose, and your what's that joint that is knocked inside the wheel? I forget, it escaped my mind. All them things on Trinidad and Tobago roads.
Publicity chain.
Yep.
Ellis, welcome.
That's what Carice came into.
So Ken John says, I'm fed up of the political games, politicians, both PNM and UNC playing, and both of them collecting a big salary. But PNM mostly, Trinidad now owes a debt of $500 billion, and now they just keep on. Let's say sometimes I believe independence didn't work for us. We didn't have to fight for our independence. That's why we take it for granted.
Point taken.
Probably that's what it is.
Point taken.
And then it was a ceremonial thing, and then a republic was a ceremonial thing, but a republic means you can control your own destiny, right? Who's in control and independent and emancipated, and if you're emancipated and you're independent and you're a republic and things ain't good, I don't know.
Well, Judy has a good point here. Judy says, Ken John, I wonder if a political organized group could take the government to the Privy Council to have them show citizens how the taxpayers and resources are spent. It need a watchdog in Parliament. Now, I think under the freedom of information, right? This information, you can get that information, but it will take you so long to get that information. By the time you get that information, it's 2-3 years later, that government might be out of power.
You mean 200-300 years?
Yeah, it takes you so long, but but you know, I mean, you gotta try.
No, but even worse than that, we have the CCJ right there in Trinidad and Tobago, in Trinidad to be specific, and they have to go all the way to the Privy Council because of this same foolish separation and ethnic strife.
Alex, watch my mouth with all your roads. The roads ain't good. You know that too.
Eileen says,
I'm telling lies.
Eileen says, yes, Trinidad is better to a Jamaican because Jamaican latrine have no windows and Trinidad latrine have windows. It's still a latrine regardless.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no!
Is he? Oh, they are Trinidadian.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah.
I tell you.
The temperature up here has dipped so badly. Woo!
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I've got my AC on right now.
Diana is freezing.
Ellis says, Wall Street, my brother, you need to understand that Capiza admires your leadership skill, and I guess he would love you to join the UNC. But all right, so let me go to this one here, right? So this is why Diana is upset, right? So Diana, what if she take her prance for carnival? Is she allowed to play mass for carnival?
No.
Huh?
Anyway.
No, I'm
I
asking.
said, I said what I had to say. In the backdrop, I don't know if things will improve by carnival. In the backdrop of the suffering right now and the poverty and all that and the murders and all that, I would not be palancing so.
All right. So, oh, look this one here. This is one with what are they called again? Those workers. The problem is it the scrap iron dealers? The scrap iron dealers. The scrap iron dealers say the biggest bandits in Trinidad are politicians.
You're not pain. Pain. Is the kind of pain Panadol can help. Once you have people say fine.
What are you protest about, man?
I am the shop them. Let the place you don't know what it is about now. No, I am not all kind of things. The many teaching thing is keep the original genuine and out here.
This is a protesting 6 months ban on exportation.
6 months ban. Some man mortgage and man trying to send the school opening Christmas coming. Yeah, that's why we must pay for other people's mistakes. No, I am man is thief, you know. Show the thing, eh? We let them know it's a finish. The police are not thief in that cup of wire. The police are not thief in that cup of wire. The police and the TSC people are not thief in that cup of wire. Tell them I say. And the biggest of the criminals is the one who banned it. The politician. The politician about them. Rowley get a horn and he total silence and he get a horn. So why don't they ban all the politicians and them? Ban all the politicians. But they're the biggest of the criminals. All we want to do is work. Man to cut blue van, man and mortgage to pay, man renting, man renting the seagull. Man renting. What really going on? Hey, all you know the money are real high and they're going to go up real high. And now something is all we have to live on, you know?
Oh boy.
Oh.
That's how you resolve an issue, hey?
I haven't lied. Yeah, you're right.
And that's helping keep the country clean.
And my children at the same time.
When we bought it, we buy something from everybody out there. We buy a battery from the store, we buy an engine from that one, and them getting a bread too. Then taking that same money and going and buy something they eat for the family. What are
No one knows. Poor people is glad to see me just see the Iron Man. Clean up the place. Clean up the people in place. Put up food on the on normal citizens table. How much place is in this country? Normal citizens table. They put food on. They can press any place. And everything we clean it. We don't pick up the junk. Bread, soap, microwave, everything on the exported and bringing in the country. We just pick it back up. Yeah? And so you don't pick up the place, you guys. By bananas. You don't see no for everybody. Because you know that's the people on the whole civilians looking for it. I know they would.
Help. Come and put a hand. Come and wipe away the blight and see what the plight that befall the man of this land. What's going on here? I would like to know why the whole world is in a turmoil. So it look as if we fire God from the job and give the work to the Beelzebub. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you have to never like I understand. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you don't never like I understand. Like if Satan in control of running the land. Hey man, oh man. There's only wars and rumors of wars. Incurable disease go from sea to seas and they happen without a cause. Strange phenomena now happen everywhere. The callousness of this world have the world in fear. Politics and weaponry have taken slow. They have the whole world out of control. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. If you don't have to hear it like I understand like it. Oh yes man, the devil have a hand in running the land.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the DAC triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. And so, Tommy and Diana, what are some of the solutions to the difficulties that are facing Trinidad and Tobago? And we always talk about all the problems that the country is facing. What are some of these solutions?
It starts with the head, the man at the top. And then, I believe we need leadership in Trinidad and Tobago and not politicians, because they're all working in they're performing in the portfolio and lip service. You need leadership. It's lacking leadership. Look at the police force. Lacking leadership. When the thing country was shut down, look at all the everything that, ramifications of that. No social leadership is lacking. Anyone who wants to disagree with me, they feel free to do so. But leadership.
The problem with the scrap iron dealers comes from the stealing of manhole covers and of course the copper wire that they're taking off of the lines, the overhead lines, and cutting down poles and so forth and so forth. As a resolution is a sensible thing.
But go ahead, Tommy.
But to shut down these gentlemen's livelihood 100%, I think that's going to resolve the problem. That wouldn't work.
And at a time like this now,
Tommy, I just feel that them fellas and them have no type of innovative bone in them. They just make decisions that does harm people.
At the same time, that Viking.
Yeah, Viking decision. It's like 5% of the population doing something. You do something to the 5% that harms the whole 95%. You know what I'm saying? You're going and you say, all right, you see that 5% there? We go do something to all you, but you're harming the 95%.
So that's why I talk about leadership. And they organize their marches, they go to the savannah. What comes out of it? You need leadership. They're lacking leadership.
One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Yeah. I find, to me, I simple what I would have done. I would have said, what kind of innovative things you could come up with, boy? Right? And you pick 5 scrap iron dealers at random, right? And you could have people set up cameras to see who bringing what. And if you see a person bringing them cable that was stealing from the cable, whatever that cable thing is, and they bring that in because that had to be longer than the truck, right? They bring that in, and the scrap iron dealer buy it, right? First of all, I want to arrest the person who bring it in and the scrap iron dealer. I want to talk to he too, right? And I'm making them examples. I want like 5 examples.
But if you know you're going to be charged for receiving stolen property, are you going to receive it?
No.
Exactly.
No. So that's what I'm telling you. I'm making examples of them. You know, in this country, we are called the perk walk, right? When they arrest you, and, they do the perk walk. That's how you walk like 20 meters for no reason at all. Just for the camera, people to come and take your picture and see you and put you up in the newspapers and all kind of thing, right? That's what they do, right? Yeah. It's called the perk walk, right? I doing the same thing with them fellas and them.
But they say the police are all involved in it.
I don't care who involved in it. I don't care.
We don't care about that. All we care about is finding a reasonable resolution.
What? I'm using 5 as examples. 5 of them. I'm using 5 scrap iron dealers as examples. Right? And I go in and I setting up sting.
Exactly.
I setting up 72-hour sting. And I sit
And can I ask you something, Anselm?
Yeah.
Who is the I doing it?
What do you mean I?
Who's the I setting up this thing?
Come on, the police.
Well, there's no leader. Now you understand when I said there's the lacking leadership.
But the police,
the same one who says 6 months everything shut down.
Yeah, Coast Guard, National Security. If I was Minister of National Security, right? I coming up with a solution. I say,
now you understand when I said they're lacking leadership.
Let me pick 5 scrap iron dealers. We may have had complaints about them. I setting up a sting on them, right? It's only certain places they will go to get there, right? Them trucking them out of past certain places, right?
It's a small country. It's a small society. It's easy to figure out who's doing what.
Easy to figure out. Once you pass and I see the thing hanging out, I let you go, you know. Me ain't saying you nothing. I let you go in and I'm taking pictures and I'm taking videos. So you're carrying it in, I'm taking your videos when you're going in, right? But you know you ain't coming out. Because when you're coming out, it's all of we. And I'm going right in the scrap iron dealer place and I season the thing for evidence.
And I'm finding the scrap iron dealer who received stolen property.
Everything, finding you right here and there.
Especially if it's not government property. Receiving stolen government property.
But in this thing, I'm telling the media we're doing a thing, you know. I want all of them to come and take pictures and video, you know. I tell you, man,
the thing with it, sometimes the thing with this thing is that you need to have hidden cameras.
You have to have cameras.
But hidden stealth cameras for the mere reason that if they're aware.
But even that, once I see the fella with the truck, I send in somebody know what a hidden camera. Right? You know, going to the scrap island dealer. Right? Because the fella them have to take it off the truck, right? They can't just, when they go in there, they still have to take it off the truck.
That's right.
Going in there with a hidden camera, watching you taking it off the truck and you buying it and everything.
The dealer has to buy it from you.
Dealer has to buy it from you. I mean, these things are so simple. It's too simple. But you going and shutting down a whole
industry
for 6 months. Listen. When Massey was paying the wrong price, the higher price on the food, they shut down Massey?
Nope.
What kind of, you know, boy?
Massey have leadership.
Massey was doing all kind of wrong price. How come they shut down Massey and say Massey stores all the thieving, all the defrauding people of money?
But wait now, who supporting Massey? Not the same people. They're not going to support the small brother or sister in the neighborhood. They're going to the big conglomerate and supporting them, though.
Let's go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the dark triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know, just before we go for the break, right? I think in Trinidad and Tobago, we have to do this, right? So let's go for a break. And when we come back, we have to do this, and we have to do more of this in Trinidad and Tobago.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Sometimes I just get angry when I see somebody watch a next man achievement and declare that was easy. They don't see all the struggle and all the failure. They quickly form allegiance to toast the winner. But in this life, there's a truth, and every tree you see have a root. and it's from way below the surface you bring up your food. Now Thomas Edison, the light bulb inventor, this 2,000 times he failed before the bulb could light. And when he reached age 67, a fire cost him 2 million. That's when the studio burned to the ground one December night. But he stood strong, faithful to his craft, and 3 weeks later released his first phonograph. You see, he had the stuff great men are made of. It's the stuff you could miss unless you look below the surface. I say he had the stuff great men are made of. It's the stuff you could miss unless you look below the surface. Whoa.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Sometimes, folks, we have to look below the surface. And look, if we have scrap iron dealers who unknowingly buying stuff from these guys and knowing that these guys stole the copper wires or whatever it is, right? They should suffer whatever consequences it is. And Ellis is saying that cameras don't stand up in Trinidad. Listen, I don't care if the cameras don't stand up, I send in examples. I want to arrest you, and I want your picture to be in the newspapers that you, as a scrap iron dealer, you was buying stolen property and you were arrested for buying stolen property. Whatever the consequences, after we go deal with that. Both of them going down. The one who actually end up stealing it, right? And the scrap iron dealer who buying it from him. Right? That is a better alternative than closing down the industry for 6 months. But all you be careful, Next thing, all you hear, the 1% in scrap iron, Be careful, Next thing, all you hear, the scrap iron dealers are now 1%, Because you know them getting land all over Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Ken John says, the scrap iron dealers have their way of fooling around, lying to fool everyone, and ship out containers easily. Listen, Ken John, I hear you, I hear you, but what we gonna do? To me, the worst thing you can do is to shut down an industry for 6 months. You know what that's like? That's like during the pandemic when Trinidad closed their borders for 2 years. When are we going to recover from that? So what you're actually doing is that you are taking a whole industry and you are now having them to find alternative means to feed their family. What kind of government is that, boy?
You're literally punishing innocent children.
Tommy, when you say you shutting down the industry for 6 months, you think you just shutting down the scrap iron owner? What about all the kids, them fellas at the feed?
You're affecting a whole lot of mouths.
A whole lot. What about all of that? Your easy solution is to shut down the industry, boy. That's the best you could do, boy, as a government.
Hey.
The best you could do is to take food off of people's table. Listen,
Listen, they're brighter obviously they're brighter than we are because they were put there by somebody to do their
business. Let me be clear, Tommy. Anyone stealing any iron thing that belongs to the government and belongs to the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago should suffer the full brunt of the law. Secondly, anyone knowingly buying those stolen items from someone, they should suffer too.
Because the thing is that, Anselm, you can have random visits to any of the yards, any of the scrapyard, and you find the stolen items there. You can identify manhole covers. You can identify copper wire that was stolen. If you decide that, look, any time I visit a scrapyard, as long as I find these items, I can identify these items, and in your possession, you will be charged.
But you have no leadership, Tommy. So everything going awry down there. There's no kind of leadership there. It's a sort of ceremonial nonsense. How much million for independence? How much million for a sniffer carnival? And there ain't no leadership. And look, scrap iron. You should. I mean, that's. I don't want to. I'm not insulting anyone. How people make money, but I mean, who you shutting down? Who you shutting out of work? Engineers and doctors.
Nope.
They're making a living, and then people have book lists to fill, I'm sure.
Of course.
Now you see why I say I don't agree with Madam Weeks parlancing, and look, them fellas catching the tail. And watch me now, me, I just say what I got to say. People, I'm like Thomas Sowell, I'm not here to be liked, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now you go on, you shut down their source of income, and when they go and they pick up a gun and do crime, yeah, here go the story. The story's gonna read. Anyway.
Yep, Takisha says, Ansem, what are cameras? Police just drag their feet in solving crimes in this country. How much crime solved over the last 2 years? They went back into office. You see, I hear the discussions, but you can't go from A to Z in one swoop. You can't go from A to, well, you could, but that might not be the best solution to the problem.
The pizza. People may not everyone is fortunate to have had a sound education. Everyone is fortunate to have secured a government job or access to capital to open a business. So they found a way to make a living. Scrap iron. They have it up here too. Right? I don't knock anybody how they're making a living. They're not harming anyone. So we need to talk about that, because that money is supporting a household. Why are we fighting over scraps?
Recycle.
It's recycling. That is there with. Not everyone is tailored or was fortunate, like I said.
No, but recycling saves the environment from
that too.
Excessive pollution.
Hey, Albert Montano say, Ansem, get real. The PNM government is very wicked government. How much more must you see? Albert, so what you want me to do, Albert? All I could do, Albert, is put solutions on the table, and in order for them guys and them to start to use some of their brain cells. Because if the best you could do as a government, the best you could do is to shut down. All right, let me say 95% of the industry. Let me go lower. Let me say 85% of them is all upstanding scrap iron dealers. They ain't take no stolen stuff. They tell you, nah, don't come by me, right? Because if you ain't go by Johnny, you go by Joey, right? But 85% of them doing legal business. 85% of them. 15% sounds reasonable. I give them a 15%. So you mean the 15% making the 85% suffer? And you as a government taking the 15% and say, you know what? All you know is part of that 85%. And you suffering them. You're suffering their family. You're suffering all the people they're feeding. I mean, I just don't understand that policy, man. I don't understand it. I can't get it. I can't get my eyes around it.
And for them to get a grant, they had to fill out a whole heap of paperwork.
Listen. But you see, Albert, now think about this, right, Albert? There are people who just ignore certain things because it's the government. And let me give you an example. Look at what happened in Tobago. I said publicly, can Trinbagonians living in China have a Chinese company, right, who's doing a contract, and then bring Trinbagonians to go and take stuff over a person's house, a Chinese person's house, and put it on the sidewalk? You think we can see that in China? And we in March, we ain't do nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. We just take that and cool it. And we make no kind of excuse. Well, you know, they tell them to move 6 months ago, right? They get them time, they pay them, all kind of thing. But people don't see it's the optics. It's the optics. You in Trinidad and Tobago, and the population in Trinidad and Tobago of Chinese might be under 1%. Right? Under 1%. And that under 1% have a company going and build an airport and then bring them workers in to take stuff out their house and put it on the sidewalk. And
but
not one word from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Not a word.
China has slowly been encroaching all over the world and in the Caribbean, because I remember bringing it to someone's attention. I think I was in Tobago and I was also in Barbados. And I wake up, could have been a Sunday morning, about 6 o'clock when the news ain't come on, or 7, somewhere early. And there's Chinese dancers and telling me about Chinese history and teaching. I said, wait a minute here. I'm dreaming? What's going on? You know, so I pressed the thing. I said, and 3-4 channels were carrying it. The slow indoctrination and to the acceptance of whatever they can come and do. And you see what they have? This was way before they put up them 2 pillars in Port of Spain. And I always remember I attended a trade, something in Barbados at a venue. And, you know, being I had my own business there, invited certain people. And I got annoyed. And you know me, I got up and I said, why are we so hasty to be political bedfellows with a country that has a terrible human rights history, and they throw their girl, children, babies in the Yangtze River? Well, you know, they escort me out of there quick.
But Diana, did any Trinbagonians get up and protest the putting of Chinatown on Frederick Street?
No.
Did the people of Trinidad come out and march and say we don't want that?
No.
Did they come out and march and say we don't want that?
No. Nope.
And then we just only thing. No. I want to ask a question here. I'm asking a question. I want you all to look at this and answer this question for me. I don't get this. Now, this is a 8-a-side inter-constituency football festival that's put on by the UNC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Trinidad Killer is performing, right? And I'm trying to understand him and the relationship to the 8-a-side football. I'm looking at the gold chain and thing, and I can't wrap my hands around this.
The optics.
Diana, thank you so very much, Diana Benskin. Diana Benskin, thank you so much. I can't wrap my hands around the optics of this picture on an 8-a-side football festival and Trinidad are performing. So, Tommy, help me now. Help me.
Yep. Yeah. And hear the name. Trinidad Killer.
Yeah. Well,
help me now.
you know, in the entertainment business, that could even be costume jewelry for all you know. But it's all.
No, but
Forget about that.
optics.
The
We're talking
optics.
about the optics.
I'm just talking about the
Yeah,
optics.
I see the optics, but it is what it is. I try not to take it.
But Tommy, is it okay for us to be putting out these type of optics? This is an 8-a-side football, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Tommy, this is an inter-constituency 8-a-side football. Trinidad Killer is the face of an 8-a-side football festival with a gold chain on a flyer by the UNC.
And you look the name, and you're trying to, you know, the message it's sending.
Make it make sense now, Leo. No, I want to push back here. Diana, you know, you Diana, that is absolutely correct.
Messages. These are young, impressionable minds. Young, impressionable minds.
But Trinidad Killer on the scene here on the entertainment scene.
Okay, fine, but you know, Tommy, look. Let me tell you straight. I don't come on camera, you know, I'm gonna make my point, right? I'm feeling a little off today. I don't know why. If I have a young male child, and I'm following what he's doing, and he's gonna be this fella coming to perform in front of my young male child. No, he ain't going. Now it is killer thing and the gold chain. No. Sorry, son, you had to miss the 8-a-side. That the message that's being sent there, no.
Yeah, I just didn't like the optics. I had a difficulties with those optics. Just the optics. To me, the concentration there is Trinidad Killer, as opposed to the Trinidad Killer with a gold chain, as opposed to the 8-a-side inter-constituency football game.
Yeah.
Put it up again.
Yeah.
Look how small the 8-a-side is. Right? Look at Trinidad Killer.
And hear the song he sang. You want to know the song he sang?
Yeah. Gunman and She-Hole.
Gunman and She-Hole.
But that's a good song, you know. That's a good song.
That's a good song?
All them people like it.
No, I ain't trying to take no food out the brother mouth, huh?
But listen, no, you know.
But not at this venue.
But listen to this. And you know, it's funny, eh? I didn't see the performing live in small. Look at it. Look, you can see it says performing live. You have to look hard to see that, you know. Think about that, Tommy.
Optics again.
You have to look, yeah. All I see, I say, well, wait. Trinidad Killer, right? Using that man with
and then look at the background and see who pushing it.
Inter-constituency 8-a-side football festival.
This is not a no.
But look, it have a goalpost in the back.
Yeah, but look the flags in the back. Look who get it, and then you know people quick to say, oh, is one set of people doing this stuff. But when you pushing things like this, you're pushing things in front of young, impressionable minds. These minds are young and impressionable. I don't think he belongs there.
But I don't know what to say because it's inter-constituency, meaning UNC constituencies, no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't even worry about that. Albert Montano.
I don't think he belongs there in front of those young.
I'm trying hard not to read too deep into it.
Albert Montano, our guest couldn't make it tonight. She has rescheduled. Right. Tommy, I saw it and right away it just jumped out at me. And I'm like, what? So it appears to me that this 8-a-side tournament is more for you to come and see Trinidad Killer with a big gold chain. Rather than an 8-a-side inter-constituency tournament. and I miss it. I miss it. But you see, the thing about it is that UNC people should be telling the UNC, listen, you see them optics? You may not have meant anything, but those are not the right optics in this day and age.
Oh.
The optics. If you want an 8-a-side intercon, who cares if Trinidad Killer sing? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who
But
cares?
yeah.
You're going for the football.
You're going for the football.
Yep.
Who cares if you sing or you don't sing? Put it in small in the bottom.
Yeah, but
Trinidad
say live performance by a surprise artist.
Oh, yeah. And put it small in the bottom.
You hear what Capisa says? We in the UNC need to woo the black votes.
Oh, really? You see?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think the UNC will endorse. I don't think the right-minded people who are now looking at that, right, will say that we're using that to woo black votes. That is the opposite of trying to woo. If you saying that, Capisa, that would have the opposite, because right-minded thinking people who look at that and say, nah, boy, that ain't making sense. And I've been told that Trinidad Killer have a podcast. I never listened to it. And I hear it very juicy, so to speak.
Okay. That's what they like in Trinidad.
Let me just say that. It's very juicy.
And bacchanal and confusion.
Yeah. But I want to say to the people of the UNC, you see that message you send there? That message has nothing to do. The idea is a fantabulous, splendiferous idea for an 8-a-side inter-constituency football. It's an excellent idea.
Yep.
But you guys have lost drastically with those optics by putting that out front, right? Because let some people, other people kind of vet it first now. Let's have a little committee to vet them kind of things now and ask them, Eliana, is these optics good, boy? Is these optics good? But I have a next one for you.
Which one?
We just go here. So
bring it on.
I ain't. But I ain't nobody from the UNC say nothing about that, boy. like that is okay. I hear my partner Ellis say nothing. I hear Albert say nothing. Like Albert accepting. Like Albert is at UNC now, boy. I wonder why.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Albert, I don't know, but like you cross the yellow bridge, buddy.
He's a United National Canadian.
I don't know. Oh, so let me get all this one now. So all you know that they have a 60th Jubilee celebration, right? We're not going to play this PSA. This is a PSA, a public service announcement. I call it that. I want all you to listen to this. We're only going to take on a few minutes. Listen to this. All you see it here? 60 and 60. The road to 60 years of independence. Fantastic. Fantabulous. Splendiferous. Dr. Eck Williams, George Chambers, Anna Robinson, Basdio Pandey, Silver Fox, Kamala Prasad Processor, Dr. E. Christopher Roy, 60 years of leadership, Prime Minister. But wait. What? Nah, let me go and see this.
Get ready. Forward in with Kid Rollins. For the love of your country, make sure you vote with the B&M family.
Correct is the B&M. Correct is the B&M. Correct is the B&M. And we have prevailed.
is the most experienced prime minister this country has ever seen. No prime minister has experienced what one. William never lose an election. William was never in opposition. Chambers was never in opposition. His first experience, he lost his first election in Tobago. He's the only prime minister. He lost his first election in Tobago. He was in the opposition. He was in the Senate. He was in the House. He was a minister. He's the most experienced prime minister.
Yeah, well, he's like every political leader. You could approach him.
Well, yes, he's a people's person.
Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Let me rewind that for you, because just in case you went to that Jamaican latrine there.
Hey, stop bullying my prime minister.
He was in the Senate. He was in the House. He was a minister. He's the most experienced prime minister.
Yeah, well, he's like every political leader. You could approach him.
Well, yes, he's a people's person.
You know why other prime ministers would see a mistake and deal with it in a particular way? He's coming straight to you. He coming straight to you and say, I don't like that. And then you'll have a discussion with him, and at the end of the day, however it goes, it matters settled.
Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, as the current leader of Trinidad and Tobago, has been in politics since 1981, which is about 41 years. He has a significant amount.
Now, here's my question, right? This is a 60th Jubilee celebration. We are spending $7.5 million, right? So somebody had to do this video and everything, right? Somebody had to get paid to do it. Somebody, right?
Yep, somebody get food.
Right, somebody eat our food. You mean this PSA for Dr. Rowley is what we spending $7.5 million on? Not all 7.5, part of it. I mean, is this acceptable?
A little campaigning
experience, a tremendous amount of
a little campaigning
knowledge,
this is 9
and
minutes
some very specific areas of focus during his tenure. So, for example, he would have been involved in agriculture. As an agriculture minister, he would have been involved in planning. Vision 2020 was part of what he had to be involved in. He was involved in housing at the time when we were expanding in Trinidad and Tobago the housing stock. And he was involved in trade at the time when we were looking at.
All you know I was there, right? All you know I was there now, right?
It was bigger.
Let me go back a little bit. Let's go back and follow.
Finance lab.
Vision 2020 was part of what he had to be involved in. He was involved in housing at the time when we were expanding in Trinidad and Tobago the housing stock. And he was involved in trade at the time when we were looking at.
Well, you see the person right there? Look at the right. You see that there?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You see the one to the left there in the Armani suit?
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
I see Armani on the suit, but I see you.
You see this one right here? This is Penelope Beckers here. Right? And these are all a few other people. And this is me right here. See that?
Yeah, I see it slim there.
Yeah. Up front and in person.
How much miles you run that day?
I don't get early to run.
That.
Yeah, that's at the NASDAQ. So I mean, and you know what people go say? Well, you're picking on this and you're picking on that. No, I'm not picking on anything. I feel that if we're gonna spend money on a 60th Jubilee celebration, this should have included all the prime ministers. Every single one of them. Every one of them.
Yep. Yep.
We just get one person and we happy with that.
Yep.
One. Just get one. 9 minutes. One person.
Oh, they like it so. They take good care of you.
See? That's why let me.
Somebody said they didn't see you.
You didn't see me.
Ellis, you gotta get a better computer with better optics.
If you're a UNC, you ain't gonna see.
Right, that's correct. Is right.
You need to increase your pixels.
Yeah, you see, this is part of the problem we have in Trinidad and Tobago. Eh? Both parties are not doing the right thing for the country.
Nope.
Say that again. Say that again.
Both parties are not doing the right thing for the country.
That's right.
Both of them.
Whether they want to believe it or not.
Somebody said Aisha in that picture too?
No, Aisha not in that picture.
Oh, that's what she said.
No, Aisha not in that picture.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of those people were people in the diaspora. Those were all diasporic people. All people in the diaspora. Right? And hey, listen, that was when the UN, they had the UN, and that was a big occasion. You know? But until we are going to, because look, we had the issue with the MP Lee and the cars, right? We had the same issue the other day with Stuart Young and Colin Booth and them on cars too. So what difference is this? What's the difference?
I don't know.
Different party, same result. And at the end of the day, a fish doesn't rot from the tail. It's the leaders. That's what I've said. Let me go solo here. I've said, and I'm going to say again, publicly. I'm going to say, the PNM needs a new political leader.
That's right.
Dr. Rowley is going to stay as the prime minister. He ain't going. People can say what they want. That fella ain't going nowhere. So I'm not going on that road. I leaving that road alone. Because if everybody call him for him to go, he ain't going.
He said by no means he's consider him a lame duck.
He ain't going. He's not going. So the PNM needs to do is to rally around a new political leader and fight him when the internal election comes up. Or they wait until Christmas? Or they waiting? That's waiting because nobody inside the PNM right now who is in the cabinet cannot go up against Dr. Rowley. Let me repeat that. No one in the cabinet now can go up against Dr. Rowley in the next coming internal election. None of them.
Can't or won't?
Well, they can't.
What do you mean they can't?
They cannot.
You mean they dare not?
Well,
they're not.
They cannot.
What do you mean? Constitutionally, that Dr. Bishnu Raghunath said that there's nothing there that stops them. They're afraid. You know that clip you played earlier. You have them so afraid they're operating from that stance.
They're not going. No one is going because they know what's at the end of the tunnel. People
what
think
is at the end of the tunnel?
They think there's people that say there's light at the end of the tunnel. Be careful, it's not an oncoming train.
And that is how I tell you that the oppressor is only as strong as he is because he has accomplices amongst the oppressed. Oh, you mean how many of them in there?
And Tommy, no one currently inside the PNM cabinet is going to contest Rowley in the upcoming internal election of the PNM. No one. Zero. No duck.
Don't say they cannot. Say they're not going to. Or they, like Tommy said, they're not.
Well, if they're not, they cannot. What's the difference?
They can, but they won't.
If you don't go up, what does that mean? If you don't go up,
they can, but they won't.
Because he's
cannot, Tommy.
They cannot. They're afraid to.
They're not going up.
They are afraid
no one is going to come.
They're afraid to.
No one is going to compete against Dr. Rowley in the upcoming internal election.
Well, because they're afraid to. He's got so much fear in them.
Well, I don't care if you're afraid. You still cannot. You're afraid because you cannot. Eh?
They won't win anyway. Anybody who goes there, they won't win.
But Tommy,
why won't they win?
For me, it's better to try and fail and fail to try.
And not fail to try. But why won't they win, Tommy?
It's better to try and fail than fail to try.
Because of the Cosa Nostra.
Tommy, look, the UNC, there's an internal election. Any one of them MPs went up against Kamala Prasad Dessessa?
Because they like it so.
Any one of them?
Not. They dare not.
Any one of them? So why do you think it's any different than the PNM? Why do you think it's any different? The colors are different. But the
rules are the same, right?
Huh?
But the rules are the same.
The rules are the same. These are unwritten rules.
So what? So he plans to rule till he's 95 then?
I don't
till
know.
he's good and ready.
I'm sorry for all you hear. That's all I could say now. I'm glad I don't have no ID card. So when I all you can say I vote and put nobody in there, I'm always suffering.
Rennie wants to know, Walls, why I say that. Why I say what? That nobody's gonna go up? Hey, Rennie, why I say that? Because in both the PNM and the UNC currently are structured. It's maximum leaders. It's maximum leaders.
So
Albert Montano say, I can better understand why the PNM government not take on Wall Street because he's showing them up. I'm showing them up. I want them to be better. You call it showing up. I say I want better.
I just want the country to be in a better state.
That is it.
Everybody, I want all the killing stop. I don't want no more women go missing. Nobody get. I mean, you're gonna have crime, yeah. You always have crime in society. That's why you have law and jail and everything. But I don't like what's going on. I want it to stop. I really want it to stop.
You think that if everybody do their work, we ain't gonna have no issue?
No issue if everybody do their work.
I just want it to stop. I want Trinidad and Tobago back, to some semblance of a safe society. And people who have a chance to find jobs. The economy is somewhat booming. Open back some kind of industries that employ we have grown men on their knees that were begging for their back pay. God, you demoralize and emasculate a man like that. He's going to remember you on election day. Oh,
you sure you can remember?
I would remember if someone emasculated me, took me and had me on my knees. So, if I was a man.
What happens is that when the ethnic card starts to be played and the fear-mongering starts to set in, he forgets and he goes right back to his own party that he's so.
You see, once we continue, but anyway, listen to this one, right? This is a message to Samuel Sanka. Listen to it.
Support your party. You say you support country before party. Well, go to hell. Go to hell. You have to support your party. You say you support country before party. Well, go to hell. Go to hell. You have to support your party. You say you support country before party. Well, go to hell. Go to hell. You have to support.
Only see why we need difficulties that we're in. Only see why we need difficulties that we're in.
Yeah, boy.
Use the opposition leader, and you telling people you had to support party before country. You have to support party before country. What's wrong with you?
And that is where the polarization starts.
Madness.
And if you don't, I'll send you straight to hell.
Boy, take that and cool it, boy. You see? But we doesn't want to do things. Now, which UNC activists stand up and say, you know what? That is incorrect. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's unacceptable. You can think it, but think it privately, not publicly.
Yeah.
You can think it, yes, privately, not publicly.
Yeah.
Right?
That's where the problem starts. When you have leaders when you have leaders pumping that kind of rhetoric, right? Support party before country. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And that's the problem. As I try to tell them, be a Trinbagonian first. And if you get them to work for your vote, you know, anyway, they'll learn.
But listen, and it's both sides of the spectrum, you know. Same thing, you know. Don't feel it's just one side, you know. It's the same thing, you know. Or you go against Rowley now. Let one of them cabinet ministers say something wrong they ain't supposed to say.
So then we're not in a republic or a democratic republic. Then we're in a socialist economy. You can't say nothing against, a fellow like Putin.
You ever hear about certain things when they say it's not a democracy, it's democracy?
Democracy.
It's not a democracy.
Or democracy.
Democracy.
Yes, democracy.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah. But listen, all I hear is a new virus rampant on certain radio stations in Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh gosh, where's that now?
Well, you know what ADD is?
Attention deficit disorder.
Yeah, but they have a new virus in Trinidad. It's AHD.
Where's that now?
Attention hypocritical disorder. AHD is a bunch of hypocrites on radio in Trinidad and Tobago. Hypocrites. You know, if them think they go and talk about what happened in Tobago with them Chinese workers and them Tobagonians get evicted. Nah. They're silent like a lamb, boy. If you go and say that, nah, boy, that might be bad talk in my party. Nah, I ain't saying nothing. If you come out and say something, you're a UNC, and you hear they talking about, you want to support country, you're supposed to support party first, go to hell. They're silent like lambs, boy.
But why? But look now, why are they gonna come out and say anything against it? Because remember, they voted PNM straight across in the election. So why are they talking?
I mean, you're supposed to just stay quiet. You're supposed to just stay quiet and don't say nothing. Take that and cool it, boy. What was that song? I said, I'm easy like Sunday morning. And it's easy like Sunday morning.
That's the concert I went to on Sunday, the Commodores.
When I see, boy, I just ask myself, boy, is people really and truly want to see a better Trinidad and Tobago, boy?
I don't think so.
Do they really and truly want to see a better Trinidad? I think they want to see a better PNM or a better UNC. They want to see a better country, though. Not all of them, Many of them. They don't want to see a better Trinidad and Tobago. They want to see a better UNC or a better PNM.
Yeah, they don't want to see the country as a whole. Yeah.
Nah.
I don't think so. Guyana has the same race thing, Indians, but they seem to be able to get it right somehow. But in Trinidad, I don't know.
We remember, anyway, we on the outside looking in. They have their issues too.
Yeah, they have their issues, but
similar to ours too, eh?
Huh?
And they're similar.
Yeah, I know that, but somehow they seem to do things and for the betterment of country. They don't let, and that is why they're performing so high now. The GDP
the performance is the resources, the extraction of resources. That's all it is. But they have a lot of the same issues we have with ethnic strife and foolishness.
Now the only person that the THA chief made a statement on Chief Secretary Farley Augustine has called the efforts to evict the Percy family of Bonaccord, Crown Point, Tobago a wicked act. He spoke at a weekly media briefing on Thursday, right? So he has called it a wicked act. But what has the central government said? What's the central government said? Not one word. They're silent. They're silent.
Yep.
Why are they silent?
And your president gave and she doing a jig.
Look, Farley was saying on right there. Farley take a jig too.
Yeah. But she gave and for Palance.
Now, here's another one.
What did Farley do before he Palance?
He went to decide. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. These cyclists and them who winning medals all about the place. Hear what they say? Invest in TT cycling. They're winning medals and they're asking the government of the day to invest in cycling. Imagine that.
They're begging.
They're begging. They're like beggars. There's beggar mates. They're winning medals and they have to come back and beg for them to invest. I tell them, I want to know the question. You know? I want to know if the Prime Minister ever called Nicholas Paul, Jerome Richards, the 4x400 gold medal winning team, and the 4x1 silver medal winning team. I wonder if the Prime Minister ever put a personal call to them and congratulate them. Or they hear nothing about that so far, right?
Not a word.
Them fellas and them should have a special celebration for them fellas. All of them, they send a plane for them and they bring them back to Trinidad, have a big celebration for them and let them go back and finish up for the rest of the year, whatever they have to do.
Yep. But somebody said that the cycling place down in San Fernando full of grass.
Are they doing over the you're talking about in Point of Pierre?
They have a good cycling village in Trinidad, though. They have a good
that's Arima.
Yeah,
that's Arima. The Arima Velodrome, but the one down in Sando, they said somebody said grass growing all up around.
Yeah, that's Point of Pierre. Point of Pierre track, which is one of the better tracks.
How does it look now?
It's poorly maintained because Petrotrin was shut. Everything.
Currently in Trinidad and Tobago, we don't really care about sports. We only care about sports in Trinidad when the fellas that them go and win medals. That is it.
But they're also doing over the track in San Fernando itself, which is Skinner Park.
Oh, they're doing over the cycling track?
They do it over the entire park, and they're doing over the
that's
Skinner
a good
Park.
thing.
Maybe somebody in the chat will tell us how far they reach.
In 2023, they're having the track and field for the Commonwealth Games, I think the Commonwealth Junior Games in Dwight York Stadium in Tobago. That's a good thing.
Excellent.
That's an excellent thing. That's a good thing.
Let me see if anybody in the chat will tell us about what's going on with Skinner Park.
Yeah. And
somebody they're talking about bringing the Commonwealth Games to Tobago.
Yeah, it's coming to Tobago. It's coming to Tobago. Yeah, it's coming to Tobago. That's a good thing. And
you know who gonna be down there for that?
Yeah. I think I will make a trip for that, boy. Seriously.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I will make a trip for that. Now, all you know, comedian Tommy Joseph has been hospitalized.
Yeah, someone told me with a stroke.
Right. Yeah, he suffered a stroke. And we wish him all the best. And that's why I play Heroes today. I played two songs. Heroes, one by Explainer and the other one by Denise Plummer. Now Tommy's asking for help, because he suffered a stroke.
Right.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
Prayers have to reach him at this time.
Yep. It's just, I mean, I don't know, boy. I just don't know.
I don't know. There's no fun put aside for these.
No, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Just nothing. I mean, they have to have. I want you to quickly listen to this. Listen to Colin Bud some years ago. Listen to this.
Of the leadership race at the last minute, almost handing the party's leadership to Dr. Keith Rowley on a silver platter. But Diego Martin Northeast MP Colin Imbert says the June 27th date would not have given him enough time to campaign. But Imbert also felt the party could not have dealt with any further division.
Is it good for the party to get into a bitter fight with Dr. Rowley at this point in time? Because it would become bitter. I mean, no two ways about it. Because of the emotion associated with the thing. I would not want it to be so, but I could see that that is where it would be heading.
With that said, though, Imbert is far from pleased that Dr. Rowley will go unopposed for the post. He says lack of competition can create the environment for a maximum leader.
I don't like it, and I wish I had had more time. I wish the convention was in September. I would most certainly have contested. I would have gone to the constituencies, I'd have gone to the Women's League, the Youth League, all the organs of the party, and asked them to consider me.
Imbert had been viewed as Manning's yes man. Imbert says he understands why there was that perception. But he told us he had disagreed with Mr. Manning on a number of issues, but did so in private rather than in the public domain like Dr. Rowley. He says that perception, though, will change now.
Since I was labelled as being Manning's yes man, because I kept what I had to say inside, I certainly will not be labelled as Rowley's yes man.
For CNC3, I'm Kamal Georges.
That was then. This is now.
What about now?
Yeah, that was then. That was then. You think he's gonna come? You think he's gonna compete against Dr. Rowley? Huh? Huh? You think so?
That's him going against Rowley is useless. He's not the one.
Yep.
But there are those who could unseat Rowley from power.
And that's why I tell you, he strategically is not, he knows what he's doing. Like Ansem, he's a very astute politician. Yeah. He does his reshuffling, but he don't put them in portfolios that would, to me, without knowing too much, put them in portfolios that would further strengthen their, political knowledge or outreach to constituents. He's very,
Yeah, our politics in Trinidad is very infantile as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
needs a lot of maturity.
Yeah, needs a lot of maturity, man. We are not mature politicians in Trinidad. I mean,
even the actual voters who need to grow up.
Yeah, but that ain't happening no time soon. From the way I see it, because I thought, well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens in Trinidad. Like Maestro said, Mr. Trinidad ain't know what he wants. So let's see what happens.
You really think something's gonna happen? Don't hold your breath.
Huh?
Please don't hold your breath.
Let's see what happens. I mean, then everybody's gonna have to become innovative, invent something, do something to better yourselves.
We in Trinidad and Tobago, in the last 7 years, we not into innovation.
Yeah, but nobody's inventing nothing. Nothing.
We haven't innovated. Look, it was a fella in Zimbabwe invented a cordless television to work by, I think it's by solar or something in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe come up with a coin for $1,800. When I put up, we need innovative ideas like that. Some people tell me, well, Trinidad don't gold. I said, oh God.
Because I don't believe, like I said, I've lived in, I lived there when I was a young lass, and then I lived in Barbados society. I live here. I don't think, Barbadians gonna get on their knee begging me a motley for back pay. No, they're gonna march around the parliament or march around her house or march government house, wherever. You will see a turnout, a loud turnout. People ain't begging nobody for nothing. They're not doing it.
But they're not doing
They're gonna march for what they want, and she better fix it fast. Because you know what? Next election, they go.
They do have a march in Barbados?
No, No. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, no, not having it. No, I get on my knees, I'm begging you for nothing. No. You know, the next election, you want to see a swift turn of the tide. But I don't know what's wrong with Trinidadians. I don't know.
It's 4 minutes before the hour of 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I just feel that at the end of the day, we have to stand up and be counted. You know, we talk, a lot of us talk about country first, but at the end of the day, maybe Ms. Kamala Prasad is right. You have to put party before country.
And just go to hell if you don't.
You know,
Highly says Trinidadians need to do a silent protest.
I agree with that.
Yep. I've been telling them that. Remember, I've been telling them ever since, and they tell me, don't come, they're gonna lock me up.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I agree with that.
I've been telling you, nobody don't go nowhere. Don't do nothing, and you'll see. Them 41 of them can't do the work of all thousands of you all. It can't happen. That would be instead of burning stuff, send a message a different way.
Yeah, because when you burning something in the road, you destroying the same road that you have to drive on.
Yeah, you know, I mean, in the past I say, you know, hey, call attention, but you need more forceful attention. When the union men go in and think, nobody don't go nowhere, don't do nothing. And I told them to do it during COVID. You're not feeling well, don't go to work. And show them that you have okay, you're messing with us, let me show you something. Don't go. I don't feel well. I have COVID. I ain't going to work.
So let's
and
go for
top of the hour.
Let's go for a quick station identification. Albert Montano says, "Can you get a racehorse from Donkeys?" Judy says, "Wall Street like Uncle Errol rubbed off on your comedy at its best." So folks, Rennie Mohammed, Judy, Albert Montano, Capiza, Hailey, Ellis. I ain't see Lana tonight.
Carice.
I haven't seen Joan. Carice and Rennie Mohammed and Takesha, if he's still there. Put closing comments in the chat. We'll be right back. We're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the dad triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this short stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the dad triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come there every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. You know, we just have to hunker down in Trinidad and Tobago and do what's right for the country. I mean, I think that the political parties in Trinidad can do what's right for the country, but I think, you know, we have to have some different leaders of these political parties in Trinidad and Tobago. And the edit that PNM have to go and UNC have to go, that is not going to work. That's not going to work because they ain't going nowhere. You could talk that from now till the cows come home to roost. You could talk that from now till a man walk in the sun. You know it ain't happening. It's not happening.
But Anselm, here in America, they said, "Oh, black man will never be in the White House. It'll never happen. Never happen." So hey, never say never. Okay.
No, but Diana, I'm not saying never. I'm just saying that PNM and the UNC is not gonna go out, not gonna fold up and go away anytime soon.
We know they're not gonna fold up and go away, but the populace has the power to remove something and try something new and make them work. And whilst they're there, they want your vote again. They're gonna work you're going to see things get done. And who wants to get back in, going to realize, hey, we have to work to get back in. And if we get back in and we don't work, they will move us. And that is what has the mentality that has to take a foot. Instead of this, well, I vote in this way till I die. I vote in this way till I die. And you're suffering. It don't make no sense. No. But anyway, I could say my closing comment. I just want to say, I feel a little tired today. I just want to say the oppressor is only as strong as he is because he has accomplices amongst the oppressed, making him oppress you more. And empowered people empower people. Empowered people empower people. That's all I have to say for tonight. So good night, folks. I was at the gym today. I feel a little tired, so I'll see you guys next show. Okay?
Yeah. Let me say welcome to Daryl Superstar. Daryl, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a little bit. We missed you, so welcome back. Hailey, that song you want me to play, is it Don't Follow the Leader? Don't Follow. I think it's Don't Follow the Leader.
By who? You want me to look it up?
Yeah, look it up. Thanks.
Don't Follow the Leader?
I think it's Don't Follow. He says Don't Follow by Croco, but I think it's Don't Follow the Leader. That's one to be known. So folks, of course, I always says that Martin Luther King says, your life end today, remain silent about things that matter. And Eleanor Roosevelt says, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. I remember I've said previously, it's nice to get the book or the e-book, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz, and Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. Those books will serve you very, very well, in all the future things that you do.
Don't Follow the Leader by Croco.
Right. Okay, thanks. For me, I said this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yes, indeed. Susie Kasim says, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Also, Frank Sinatra says, the big lesson in life is never be scared of anyone or anything. A pleasant night to each and everyone. It's been a pleasure being here in the village. Look forward to the next session. Be safe out there and kind to your brother, man. Love you all. Till the next time. Goodbye.
We were supposed to have the young lady in with us tonight, Lorraine Pouchet, the deputy political leader of the National Transformation Alliance, and she had other things that she
tied up with other meetings, and she got called to a council meeting. So
maybe you'll try to get her next time. So Ellis says, kill your enemies with success and bury them with a smile. Your enemy is going to find a reason to hate you. Just don't hate yourself. Hurted people hurt people. Thank you, Ellis. Hailey says, the racism culture has to stop. The love has to start, because we just can't keep going on this way. Raj Shorty said, change your attitude, one love. Full 100. Albert Montano says, tonight was very interesting. Also gave us the opportunity to voice good ideas. One of the ways we can get improvement. Good night till next time. Thank you, Albert. Daryl Superstar says, sweet dreams and good night to everyone. People enjoy the rest of the week. One love to all. TT. Thank you. Rani Mohammed says, we are all one people under the same sun. Peace and love to everyone. Thank you. Judy says, Tommy, Ghana is the same, but it's just low-key with the hate. It's a Muslim leadership that's common situations. Yeah, I didn't see a closing comment by Judy. What about I didn't see Nadia either.
Did you call Nadia to put something in the chat?
I didn't see her. I don't know if she's still there. But if she was there, she would have put something. Yeah. Okay, Judy says thank you with a heart emoji.
You're welcome, Judy.
All right, so we're going to play this one by Crow Crow. Don't follow the leader.
Don't follow the leader. They buy a set of a brand new Cherokee Jeep. And ashamed to tell the nation how crime leads. The manifesto say crime they're going to fight. As you turn around, so crime happening day and night. But the fact that crime that's really bothering me is the upsoldiers so much are raping in the country. The Minister of National Security, please come and check Coco for heaven's sake. But I know the reason why this country has so much raping. Following the leader, 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 following the leader. 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 Cause if we go jail the men at the top, rapes in the country would never stop. And if the general brother don't get the electric chair, we go always have rapes and murders down here. Don't follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Don't follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. If you could do crime and get away just so, the children might feel that this is the way to go. It's not every time you could blame the raper men. When that's the example we show it to them children. Go in the jail, have a chat with some of them fellas, and then examine your conscience as simple as. But the raper men say if the breeze would fly, who is we? And that's the reason why we have so much raping going on in the country. Why? Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Why? Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. It's high time that we set an example. Share some of these prominent people. If we keep letting go these big fellas every day, we go always have rapes and murders. Don't follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Don't follow the leader, 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 follow the leader.